My talk is on need of open map data for creative projects, but I would like to introduce the larger picture of it. So I'll demonstrate my project. Like I'm working on a side project for some time, and I really wanted to introduce because I'm very passionate about this. But before that, I would like share like the larger umbrella under which these projects evolve, and why is it possible? How is it possible? So let's start. So we all are aware with the use of like open street map data, right? And its wide applicability. It cut across multiple domains, right? Logistics, governance, municipalities, and a lot of other domains as well. But there is one small niche that it empower is like creative projects as well, right? And so there is one project called Every Street Map. So one person wanted to cover every single street so that he want to like cover his entire neighborhood. So how is it possible? Like if you are not able to download entire roads data, then you can't run algorithm to give you the all the roads, and you can't basically create algorithm to give you optimal route, right? So these products can't be made if there was no OpenStreetMap data. So how this work is, you select a polygon of the area, and then it gives you all the routes inside that polygon, and it gives you the most optimal route as well that you can cover. Yeah, this is my favorite. So using map, OpenStreetMap data as a piece of art. So there are multiple GitHub projects as well that makes it really easy. And if you are not familiar with coding, then there is some tool. For example, you can export your OpenStreetMap data of a given region in an SVG file, and then you can play around with it in Adobe Illustrator or Inkscape, and create really amazing, images or visuals that is far beyond just the use of map. That is like aesthetically very appealing and all. So I'll show you two images, and then you have to guess like what this is about. So this is a map of same place, but painted differently. So the one is this one, and the next one is this. Just make a guess. First, second. Can anyone guess like what is the difference between these two images? Any guess? Wild guess? Okay, here is the answer. So these three images represent season. So the underlying map data is same for all three, but an artist gave it different color based on season. So this one is like winter, this one is autumn. You can see how colorful it is, and this one is, you can read it there. So how cool is this? So this is only possible because you can play around with all the data. You can give it different colors, different shapes, and represent it differently. And there are a couple more. If you go to Instagram or other platform, you can just search, and I just found these from there. I found it like really interesting. You can see these, this one. Yeah, coming back to my project. Oh, streets are calling. So I love cycling, and I do it only for leisure purpose, not for competitive and all. So I love traveling around my neighborhood. And one day, like one fine day, I was at intersection, and then I thought, okay, I think this route I have covered. This route also covered, so I went right. And when I went, sometime later I realized, okay, this I have also covered. So after some time I realized, oh, it feels like I have covered most of the streets of my neighborhood. Larger neighborhood, like it's like 5,600 hectare, I guess. So, but then how can you prove it like from data point? Like, have you really covered it, or are you just thinking about that? So this was like the turning point, and I was really interested in doing that, but I didn't know all the tools that would allow me to do this. So I remember discussing this with Contra like 2 year back in a conference when he was presenting for like OpenStreetMap data. How can I do this? But yeah, after I got into this field and then keep experimenting with some of the technology, this is finally possible. So now I can quantify percentage of roads that I have covered in any given neighborhood. So this is not deployed yet, so I can show locally. Hoping my screen is visible. Yeah, this is the map. Somehow Zoom is not working correctly, but you can see the screen, right? Yeah. So on the left hand side, you can see the list of the regions. The one on the top is Dwarka, where I used to live. It's in Delhi. And you can see the boundary on the right. The one in the blue line is the boundary of Dwarka. So the boundary of Dwarka is coming from OpenStreetMap. And the red and green color. So just guess what that represents. You can guess or you can read if your eye is like. Yeah, so the red one is all the roads that is inside that area. Okay, it is showing outside that area as well of entire Delhi, and the green one is. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay, thanks. And the green one is all the routes that I have covered during cycling. And the best thing about this map is this is not static. Like I can zoom further down and see exactly which street that I have missed. You can see, right? Some of it is green and some of it is red. So now I can see exactly that which one is covered, which one is not. And not only this, we can also see the percentage. So this is like not accurate because like there is so many. So this is not accurate because some roads is not marked and there is some inconsistency and all. GPS is also not perfect. So this is, yeah, this is for Dwarka, this is for like Delhi cantonment. Once I visited Chandigarh, and this is map of Chandigarh. So I participated one race there, and I did like cycling for like 1 2 days. So this is map of Chandigarh. You can see how well planned it is. Okay, awesome. Coming back to the architecture of it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ask, ask, pardon. Oh, okay, okay. Awesome. Yeah. So how is it possible, right? So let's just go through the architecture of it. So this is the overall like architecture. First thing is like hitting the road, go outside, walk or cycle, so that you generate the GPX file. How do you get GPX file or basically GPS trace? Either you can use your smartwatch or you can use Strava or any other platform that allows you to track your activity. So after that, you get GPX file. GPX file is nothing but list of coordinates. That's it, right? And after you have that GPX file, either you can download it from Strava. They have API you can download, or you can use some app that directly gives you GPX file. Awesome. Once you have GPX file, you need roads data as well. So to get roads data, you can either download it from, there is a website called GeoFabric. It allows you to download entire planet's data, right? And from there, you can extract roads. First option is that. Second option is if you only want road of a certain region, then you can directly download it from like overpass, right? Because it's a small area and it can fit inside like few megabytes, so you can download don't try to download it for like for example entire state like Maharashtra and all, because it will fail. So the two part of it, first part of it use your own activity data, and the second part of it roads. So roads you can get from either Planet, GeoFabric, or Overpass. After you have these two, then what you can do, you can feed it inside PostGIS. I hope most of you will be familiar with it because you're from like GS field. But PostGIS is like extension of Postgres, and we can use it for like all the special operations. Now we have two kinds of data in our database, and then what we can do, there is one more step involved. If you notice, the recording that we get, like GPS traces that we get, is very noisy. It is not that like all of the point will fall on road only, right? When your network is weak, some of will get from this few meters of inconsistency will be there. And if your like device or phone is not good, then it might be even more. So in that case, what you can do, we have to straighten them up. We have to snap it to the road that is nearest to it, right? Otherwise, how can you calculate the overlap? So for that, there is a tool called like Graph Hopper. You can download it, you can feed the data to it, roads data to it, and then it can allow you to match it for the road. So I will quickly cover the rest of it. Now you have the matched GPX file and the road data. You can simply use any vector tile server to serve it. And on the client side, you can use Map Libre client. This is like, I'll quickly go through it. Sahil, forgive me, I need few more minutes. So GPX file, you can also visualize it on many online platforms like GPX Studio, GPS Visualizer. They are like amazing platform. You just need one GPX file, and then you can change the base map, and you can cut it, trim it, export it. As I mentioned, for OpenStreetMap data, you can download it from here, vector tile server. Yeah, and one last thing that I would like to show is, not only this, once you have the data, you have the full power, you can do anything with it. So I show you the coverage map. Now why only coverage? Because coverage basically hides the timeline part of it. On coverage map you saw everything was overlapped, right? What if you are interested in seeing the timeline, how it evolved, where you started and how it evolved? So now we have all the data, we have all the tools, so we can do anything. So this is the video that is showing the timeline, entire timeline. I think network is not good, sorry. Network is not fine here, right? Okay, awesome. No worries. So here, basically it was a video where it started from the first activity, and then it kept on adding all the activities one by one. Yeah, so this is the final outcome of it. Like once you integrate all the tools and technology, like you can do anything. So yeah, OpenStreetMap is like really awesome. All of it would not have been possible if there was no open map data available, right? So we have to keep contributing to it so that it empowers more such projects. Yeah, thanks. Any questions?
Yeah, same with him. So if you have question, he'll be around. I'll encourage you to go and talk to him. Thank you, Krishna, for the talk.